Luck to him. Josh, following an earthquake today in California.
Yeah, kind of ending the week off with a lot of activity underneath our feet, at least through Northern California. Of course, a lot of us here in Western Oregon and Washington not feeling the impacts of the 5.0 magnitude earthquake felt in Northern California earlier this morning as the rest of the country continues to deal with the excessive heat. We're talking about places like Dallas, Texas, once again, seeing those temperatures into the triple digits, closing in at nearly 110 degrees as we move into the afternoon hours. And that's where we turn our attention out towards the Atlantic Ocean. Hurricane Lee is now a Category 4 storm with sustained winds around the center of the eye wall at about 155 miles per hour. It's tracking its way to the west-northwest at about 13 miles per hour right now, as it's still going to remain a major hurricane as it moves just to the north of the Caribbean islands. And right now, the track looking to push itself further to the north into some colder waters and steering clear of much of the east coast. But of course, in the coming days, we'll be keeping a very close eye on its track. Along our shoreline, just seeing bright blue sunny skies out at Lincoln City, where it's very comfortable and clear out that direction, where we're still holding on to just a bit of that haze out towards Mount Hood. This all thanks to our Riverview Bank camera out in Vancouver. Right now, PDX currently sitting at about 67 degrees. The winds out the west at about 8. Sunset tonight, 7:35. Temperatures across the board climbing up into the upper 60s, low 70s for places like Tigard at 72, Hillsborough at 68, and Gresham right now 64. Our 24-hour temperature difference, not much change. What we saw at this time yesterday is exactly what we're seeing today at this hour, as we expect to hold on to those clear blue sunny skies across the region today, which is less than ideal, especially when we're talking about our drought situation. Severe drought through the central and southern sections of the Willamette Valley, much of the Cascades, and points east. So we desperately need to see the return of some wet weather to kind of strip some of those colors back, as we expect over the next week and a half to see drier than normal conditions, and that also comes with a bit of a warming trend for us here across the Pacific Northwest. We're going to start to feel summer-like temperatures as we work our way into the weekend. Highs approaching 90 degrees, 87's that new daytime high expected for Saturday, and then we cool things back to where temperatures should be for this time of year, that normal being 79 degrees. As far as the weather pattern goes, seeing that ridge of high pressure, the heat that's been plaguing our friends out towards the Lone Star State, we'll be able to throw some of those warmer temperatures into Western Oregon and Washington, but a trough, very weak, starts to push its way closer to our area for the start of next week. That will increase the cloud coverage starting Sunday and linger into Monday, cooling us back into the upper 70s as those clear skies still remain for the rest of tonight, and that will take us well into the weekend. Speaking of the weekend, we got the last season home games of the Hillsborough Hops. Expect to see those warmer temperatures as we get up to about 79 today. Tonight, patchy fog yet again a possibility as we fall to about 57, and our 7-day forecast does show the peak of the heat falls on Saturday. We start to cool things off though Sunday with increased cloud coverage. Maybe one or two of those clouds will put down a raindrop, but overall a mild week of weather ahead for us as we see the summer sizzle once again return for the weekend.
So maybe that 87-degree day, our last blast of
maybe
summer.
our last hurrah.
Our last hurrah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey,